Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and today is part 3 video of my Halloween series this year. And as you can see, we're going to create a witch's hat. I'm going to show you step by step how to create this fun shaker card. For my project today, I'm going to use a beautiful collection called Halloween from Relatively Thoughtful. And as you can see, I already have some scraps because last week and 2 weeks ago I created 2 other projects. So if you haven't seen them, one of the links is in the top right corner. But before I start showing you the beautiful tutorial, I want to invite you to our Facebook group called RT Create, Make and Share. So if you have any design papers from Relatively Thoughtful and you do have beautiful project, please share it there. And also in the description down below, I left the links to Relatively Thoughtful website where you can find this beautiful collection, and also Instagram account. As you can see, I've got 7 by 7 inches copy paper, and I'm going to use my pencil to create a shape of a witch's hat. If you want, you can take a screenshot of my design or you can create your own. It is super simple. The reason behind I chose 7 by 7 inches because I really wanted that card to fit in 7 by 7 inches envelope. However, you can use any size you want. The choice is absolutely yours, and the idea for this project is not to use any special dies. So yes, you can create your shaped cards with just a pencil and a copy paper to create your own template. And now I've got 300 GSM white stamping card, and using my pencil I'm going to trace it twice. The first one will be for our front panel and the second one for the back. As simple as it is. And what's really good about this witch's hat, that it actually fits 2 shapes on one A4 card, which means that we're going to save a little bit of card, which makes me really happy. When this is ready, I'm going to fussy cut those 2 hats. If you really want, you can use some adhesive to put the template on your card, or you can use low tack tape. However, as usual, I was a little bit lazy and I just used my hand and fingers to actually hold the template. But if you want, you can use any card or even chipboard to create your templates, and they will actually last longer. So when these elements are ready, then there is always the trickiest part of all card making, which means you have to look at the beautiful design papers and think which one will go on your card. I thought that really dark blue will be perfect for witch's hat, so I actually turned it over and I'm going to draw our template, but I just turn it over, so it is like a mirror image. The reason behind is that I didn't want to have any pencil marks on that hat, but if you want, you can do it on the front. That is absolutely fine. And again, I'm not using any adhesive or low tack tape. I just hold it with my hand. Simple, isn't it? And I can still keep that owl for my later project. When this is ready, then you have to decide what other design paper you want, because as you saw, we're going to create a shaker card, because Halloween for me is not a scary occasion, it's something fun, something to be very creative. That's why I don't really have any special dies or stamps for Halloween. I just want to see what I can create with everything I already have. I really like that orange and I couldn't resist. I think it will go so well with today's project, and actually that will be the inside of our shaker card. I wonder, what is your favorite shape of a shaker card? Please let me know in the comments down below. So when this is ready again, I'm going to fussy cut it and it will be ready, and I can still keep the rest of the design paper for future. I wonder, if you have created the Halloween project, what is your totally favorite one? Please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, have you seen my Halloween camper van that I created 2 weeks ago? If you haven't, the link is in the top right corner. Now it is time to check if all the elements fit. You can always use a liquid glue to adhere all those elements together, And in this case, as usual, I've got my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, because it is a book binding glue. To create our shaker element, I'm going to use a pencil, but before I do it, I had a look at all my elements and I decided we have to cut few bits off because we are not using any dye, so it's not very perfect, but you can make some adjustments and no one will ever know. To create my shaker element, I'm going to create a thicker border, and this is very crucial because you do need to have that space for your double-sided foam adhesive. So whenever you create this design, you can always use an eraser if you make a mistake. That is not a problem, and I actually did it here. So make sure your border is thick enough to actually fit your double-sided foam adhesive. And now I'm using my cutting mat and a craft knife, so be very careful when you use a craft knife because we don't want to actually cut your fingers, especially before Halloween, right? And if you have any pencil marks, now it is the time to erase them. When this is ready, I've got a little bit of acetate, and I'm going to use my template to actually hold it together with the acetate and then cut it out, because acetate is very tricky to work with because it's just so transparent, you can't really see it. That's why I actually hold my template at the same time. And if you want, you can use your template twice, one to create all the panels and then one to help with your acetate. And I do encourage you to actually do it that way. When this is ready, I'm going to check if it actually fits on the back of our blue, which is hot, and if it does, we can straight away use some red liner tape, or if it doesn't, just make some adjustments with your scissors. Simple, isn't it? Now I've got 3mm red liner tape from Crafter's Companion, and all the names of the products I use in today's video you can check in the description down below if you're interested. And if you use my affiliate links, that really supports my channel, so if you do, thank you so much. When this is ready, I'm going to burnish all that red liner tape with my pokey tool, and this is very crucial because we want all the shaker elements to actually stay there forever. Now I'm going to put my acetate, and now I'm going to burnish it again, and this is very crucial. If you have any excess of the acetate, now it is the time to cut it out. Now it is time for double-sided foam adhesive. As you can see, mine is a little bit wider, so what you can do, you can actually cut it narrower. And I do encourage you to do it because not everyone has double-sided foam adhesive in every single width, so it is the way to go. As you can see, I put some drops of my liquid glue here and there on the acetate because in time the dry adhesive dries even more, and we want that shaker element to actually last forever. When this is ready, I'm trying to put all that foam adhesive, and the trick is not to leave a gap, because if you do leave a gap, some of the shaker elements, we can lose them, and that's not what we want. When this is ready, I'm going to apply a little bit more of double-sided tape here and there for extra strength and dimension on our card, and our shaker element will be nearly ready. But what is missing? And you probably know, we do have to create our shaker elements. And when I saw this design paper from Relatively Thoughtful, I thought, yes, let's make some shaker elements. To be honest, I went overboard here and I fussy cut too many. But do not worry, you will see them anyway. I really like those funny pumpkins, I just couldn't resist. They just really put a big smile on my face. And if you like this design paper, or if you like this project, I really hope you'll feel inspired to create a shaped card this Halloween. And if you do, please let me know in the comments down below which one was it. Now I'm going to use some baby powder, and using my dry paintbrush I'm actually putting that powder inside of my shaker element, which means this way our shaker elements won't be stuck to the tape. So if you haven't heard that trick before, I really hope you will use it for your shaker card. Now I'm going to peel off the backing of our foam adhesive, and to be honest, at this time I was like, oh, did I forget something? No, I still like the cut. But to be honest, the main idea for this witch's hat was to use some gold sequins. So I actually adhered the top hat and I thought, oh no, I forgot. Where are the gold sequins? So I had a look and they were literally on the right hand side. So now it is the time to put them inside. I wonder, have you ever done that when you were creating a shaker card? Please let me know. I'm not the only one. So again, I'm putting my liquid glue here and there just to secure every single side. And our shaker card works, but as I said before, I put a little bit too many of the pumpkins inside. But all the gold sequins move beautifully. Now it is the time to fix some of the elements with your scissors if you think you can see too much. Now I've got my scoring board and I'm going to create a top flap. I really like this way to create any shaped card. So if you haven't used that trick, please use it. This way you can create anything you want. I had a look before I adhered those two panels together and a little bit was off, so I used my scissors to cut it off, as simple as it is. So our base is totally ready, and if you still have some pencil marks, you can use your eraser. Now I'm going to use Elegant Alphabet from Tattered lace, and I die cut Trick or Treat with gold mirror card. And now I'm using my low tack tape. I put all the letters on one line and using my liquid glue, one and only, I'm going to attach all the letters. Super simple. But if you lose any of the letters here, that is absolutely fine. You can always put them back together. And at this point, as you can see, I missed the word or because I wanted to have it a little bit wonky at the top, so I don't really have to use any tape to do it. I can just use my fingers and put them where I want. So when this is ready, I thought I really like it so far, but when I created the Halloween shoe last week, I used that beautiful ribbon. Let's say it is a ribbon. So I thought if I use it for today's project, my shoe and hat will match. So I'm like a small or little fashion designer for Halloween. I wonder, have you ever done that? Have you created witch's hat or shoes or other outfits? If you have, please let me know. What color scheme did you use? And I had to add that pumpkin. It just really puts a big smile on my face, and our card is nearly done. If you have any excess of the ribbon or any other white bits that you don't like, now it is the time to fix everything and our card will be complete. And I wonder, what do you think about this? Do you like it? Would you like to give it a go? I really hope you will. And I also wanted to let you know that don't forget about our Facebook group called RT Create, Make and Share. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I really hope you feel inspired to create some Halloween projects this year. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting!